look like a whole ass potato. Hi guys, welcome back to my story. If you did not know, my name is Harley Nouveau, and the purpose of this channel is to document my journey towards my North Star, while hopefully helping you find yours along the way. So if that sounds like somewhere you want to be, then please subscribe and add your name to the storybook that is my life. Today's chapter is going to be short, sweet, and to the point. I've had a lot of requests on my social media profiles to do a brow tutorial. I don't know why. So I'm gonna do that today. I don't have any other makeup on because I didn't feel like putting any other makeup on. I have to have my hair as dirty as possible because I'm getting my hair done tomorrow, and it feels weird to have makeup on when my hair looks like crap. I will be making a simple hair vlog where I'm gonna vlog me getting my hair done tomorrow, and hopefully it doesn't turn out a disaster. If you wanna see how I take my brows from this to this, then keep on watching. To do my brows, I pretty much exclusively use powder. Occasionally I will use a pencil, in which case my favorite pencil is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. But typically, like I said, I just do powder because I feel like it looks more natural and less like I just painted it on. So the first thing I do, is all of us should do, is I just run a spoolie through my brows. I push them up. Just make sure that they're nice and sectioned out. I do get my brows waxed and I do tweeze them a little bit. I know it's like not consistent in the shape. That's just because I'm terrible. But I fill that in with product, so no worries. As you can tell looking at my makeup through these episodes, I'm always trying to look as natural as possible. So my favorite brow powder product to use at the moment, and for the past like a year, is this Bodyography Essential Brow Trio. You can tell from looking at it, it comes with 3 different colors, and all of them are pretty ashy. Like, they're not too ashy, but they're not too warm, so it still looks like a natural color. One thing I cannot stand, and I have that problem when I use the Brow Bar by Rima True Glam Brow Makeover Kit, in that all of it runs really warm, and my hair is not that warm, so when I throw on like a red brow, it looks very garish and out of place. So after I run the spoolie through my brows, I take a angled, I guess, liner brush. This is an E6 brush from ColourPop. It looks like this. And I literally use this one brush for my entire brow. The first thing I do is I take this lightest color right here, which is like kind of taupey, and I use that on the front part on the bottom. I'm gonna try to do this in the screen, so if I'm looking at the screen a lot, that's why, but I don't wanna block off my brow where you guys can't see what I'm doing. But essentially, I run that underneath to get the shape. And just lightly feather that up. I will go back in and towards the end and make sure the whole thing is filled out correctly. Next, I take this color right here. I pretty much never use that because my brows aren't that dark and my hair is not that dark. This is like a medium brown kind of color. And I use that to define the outside part of my brow on top and bottom. As I said, I'm trying to do this in the viewfinder, so it's making it really difficult, because if I do this, it's kind of hard to see, although I guess I could just zoom in. I'll just do that. I'm crazy. Ignore me. Now, I do try to angle my brow down a little bit just so it looks a little more arched, because if I carry it off that way, I just feel like, I don't know, it just doesn't look as nice to me. And then I'll go back in with those powders to reinforce any pigment once I get like the general shape down. Okay, so after I get that, I'll go to the top part, and I usually start right about here because that's where I do the peak of my brow. I take that same medium brown color and I just fill in the brow, and then I'll go in with that last color to define the whole shape in a second. And then going in with that taupe color again, I'm gonna line the top part and blend it into this right here. And then I just carry that up to the front, just to make it look a little more full. And then taking those two colors in varying amounts, I'll go through and fix up any pigmentation and opacity through the brow that I want. I also try to sharpen up the outside part a little bit. I try not to use too much concealer to like cut my brow, just because I feel like it always looks really weird. And that is one brow down. I'm gonna repeat that onto the other side and I'll be right back. Do you guys ever have one brow that you like more than the other? Because that always happens to me, and it always ends up being like this one. Well, that is it. That's all I got for you. Now you can go over this with concealer to like define it more if you want. It's up to you. Believe it or not, this is actually my 4th time trying to record this, because every single time either something happens or for some reason I get really like horrible at doing it and awkward. And I'm not normally awkward doing tutorials. It's just for some reason the brows specifically just, I don't know. But yeah, that is my natural powder brow tutorial done for you guys. How did you feel about it? Do you think it looks terrible? Do you do your brows differently? Sound off in the comments below. But yeah, that's pretty much all she wrote for today's chapter. So with all of that being said, as always, I am Harley Nouveau, and I wish each of you every happiness until our stars next align.